The world over, people are making delicious, delicious wines. Today we're going to ask the question whether any of that delicious wine comes in a can. So let's find out. Hello and welcome to the Grape Explorer, where we celebrate the world of wine. On this channel we do wine education, product reviews and lots of tastings. So if you're interested in wine, consider subscribing. Now this is a first for me. I have always drunk wine out of a bottle. I have never drunk wine out of a can, so I'm fascinated to see what's going to happen as I taste two wines today. Today I've got a sparkling white wine and a summerberry rosé wine. Now this one, they both cost around sort of £2 from local supermarkets. I'm going to start with the white. Now I'm not going to be pouring it into a glass because my understanding and the idea behind these cans of wine is that they're to be enjoyed on the go, whether that be on a train, whether that be at an event, a picnic, at the beach maybe. And I guess what I've never had a can of wine before is I've always considered, if I'm going to go to any of these things, why not take a bottle in a glass? I get the convenience of the can, but I've probably always thought of it as perhaps a lesser product. Now obviously I'm going to start with the white and then move on to the rosé after. This is Gigglewater, which I bought from a local supermarket. It's a Vino Frizzante. Great people enjoying great wine apparently. Great experiences, delicious, semi-sparkling, fruity white wine. Perfectly chilled for any occasion. Now I did notice on this can of wine that the wine has been created by adding carbon dioxide. There are a number of different processes that can take place when you want to create a sparkling wine, and the cheapest way is to inject that wine with carbon dioxide to create those bubbles. Champagne, for example, is the most expensive way, hence the price. This was £2, remember. So I'm just going to open the can as it is. I'm going to see if I can get anything on the nose. And then we'll give it a taste as well. You know, there's really nothing like popping the ring pull on a can of wine. It sounded a little bit fizzy. It smells of apple mostly, and you know, it's in a can, so it's a little bit flat. It smells kind of flat. You know, for all I know, several people have picked this up and put it back on the shelf, so it could smell of people's fingers. Okay, so there's some acidity. Although it's a sparkling wine, there's no real effervescence about it. There is some acidity. I need to have another taste. There's nothing there really. I do get some of that apple that I got on the nose, but it's very short. There's no real finish to it. You know, we're talking about wine coming out of a can. Yeah, that's piss really. It hasn't made me giggle. I haven't even tittered, if I'm being honest. So haven't really enjoyed that one at all. Okay. The next one is one of the classic brands. It's Echo Falls. It's their sparkling fruit fusion with summer berries. So they're actually describing it as a sparkling alcoholic mixed beverage, whatever that means. Served chilled or with ice. And I think that sort of leans towards the fact that this isn't necessarily a wine as such, it's more of just a mixed beverage. But it does say it's been made with sparkling rosé. It doesn't say how that wine's been made. I'm going to make an assumption here that it's also been carbonated rather than any kind of traditional method of sparkling wine. Okay. Because I think it's been mixed with some berry syrup, the aromas coming out of it are actually quite strong. It really smells of strawberry laces, if you like those kind of sweets. Yeah, it's hugely strawberry. There's actually some cherry as well, but it's incredibly candied. It really smells like you've gone to pick a mix in a sweet shop. So let's give it a taste. Okay, I'm going to be perfectly honest. I'm torn here between professional integrity and a guilty pleasure, because I like fruit cordial just mixed with water, and that's what this tastes like. You get no acidity whatsoever. It really just feels like an alco pop kind of drink. It's very fruity. It's got Summer's Day written all over it. It tastes like a can of Cherryade, which is slightly worrying because there is alcohol in here. And I just feel that on a hot day, people would neck these one after one after one, and then perhaps not realise why they're feeling as tipsy as they are. Yeah, I'm ashamed to say I like this one, but I actually like the fruity, sugary flavours. I do like sweet things, and I think that's probably why. So I would recommend the Echo Falls Summer Berries. I wouldn't recommend Gigglewater myself, but I think it's interesting, you know, wine in a can. There are some producers who are moving towards that in a hope to open up a new market. So it's quite interesting. There are quite a few out there to try these days. So, you know, like anything, give it a try, see what you think. You inform your own opinions and judgments around these things. But I'm curious to know if any of you have tried wine in a can and enjoyed it, or had a similar experience to the one that I've just had. Let me know in the comments section below. I'm the Grape Explorer, and I look forward to tasting with you again soon. Cheers!